Hey, I'm Gail Vernon, and this is Isolation Nation.
Welcome back to Investec Super Rugby Isolation Nation. We have done it. We've made it from level 4 down to level 3, and I think that's something that all of us should celebrate. Israel, Dag, have you been out? Have you had the golf clubs out?
I've been out to the section just to check on everything, see the cows. I took the clubs out, had a little hit, but looking forward to playing some golf very soon.
Well, you're obviously missing the golf, and I'm sure that Bowden Barrett will be missing it as well. I saw him with his clubs out. But before he went into lockdown, he gave us a wee tour of his Remuera mansion. I think you'll like this one.
Hey everyone, you're watching Isolation Nation. I'm going to take you for a tour in and outside my house. I'm going to start outside with the herb garden. Quite a few here, especially the chilies. I'm really liking these chilies. Spend a lot of time in the pool. Great for recovery, great this time of the year. Nice cool temperature. Bar bath will come in handy later in the winter time, especially for recovery also. One of our living rooms, where I spend a lot of time. My hand's actually a really good cook, so I don't have to do too much of it. I do like spending some time in here though. It's my pride and joy, making some good coffee. Take a guess who that is. That's him. That's me as a fat little, probably 1 or 2 year old. That's Blue. Blue's our second dog. And that's Monty there. That was last Christmas. Yeah, very proud parents with our 2 boys. One of them's just down here actually, that's Monty. I like to hang out here, especially after training. I get into the Normatec. Get horizontal. I've got a few books here, my rugby books, get my nose in it, do my recovery. Also, classic arcade game. Apparently there's a few hundred games on there, I haven't played it too much. This is Jack, my brother-in-law, he's here in ISO doing his own work from home, obviously, solving the world's problems. So we're upstairs now, we've got 3 bedrooms, master rooms in here, we won't go in there. This is our office though, we like to get a bit of work done, get on top of things. Hannah and I both work out of here. We've got a B&H from our wedding.
Don't actually get it at me. No, don't. Room for improvement there.
Now let's go downstairs to my wine cellar. A lot of New Zealand reds. Love my tomato collarines. So next we're going to go through to the gym. Since this isolation, I've had to whip it up pretty quick, so I've gathered gear, equipment from all over the place. Got a good little setup, got a squat rack, TRX, a few weights here. I love this, it's my Pilates reformer, borrowed from the Blues. Hannah and I do a lot of Pilates, so it's very handy to have. Watt bike. Love these things. It's a love-hate relationship. It's so good for you, but it's so difficult. And if you don't know me, this is what I get up to in my spare time, plenty of golf. So I like to practice a bit of putting in here, through the gate.
Show us how it's done.
Okay. I had something here, didn't I? Might need to get the vacuum cleaner out. Thanks for watching Isolation Nation. It's been great showing you around my house. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Stay safe out there.
I'm Highlanders fullback Mark Collins, and this is Isolation Nation. Yeah, home in Queensland, obviously got pretty scenic. Remarkables in the background, and fortunate enough for this, the neighbours are away, so we've set a wee little chipping range off the balcony, and hopefully they all sort of land around that grass area. But good to practice a few skills while we can, have a bit of fun with it.
Hey guys, it's Josh Joanna here from the Highlanders. In the flat we've adopted a come dine with me, my kitchen rules type system. Each fatty is assigned 1 night a week to prepare a dish, and the other 3 fatties are rated out of 10 to give it a combined score out of 30. Ted Keeper Nicholas is on the job tonight, let's go see how he's doing. Looking good?
Hey guys, welcome in. Obviously, you know, restaurants have been closed for a little while, so I thought I'd treat the boys out tonight. We've got famous Hashi, it's a famous place down here. We've got a bit of teriyaki chicken on some rice, just a little salt on the side. Key ingredient for that is obviously your Jap mayo, so should be good.
Beauty team. We'll be back in 30, let's see how it is and we'll give them a score. Cheers. Right, Beauty, here we are. Tereki's teriyaki chicken. How do you think you went, mate?
Make your own bento bowl.
Bento bowl?
Yeah, you know, just whipped it up quickly in the kitchen. 20 minutes.
Beauty. Smells good. I would have gone for a bit more greens and I'd like to eat, healthy, but healthy. Bro, let's have a taste. Oh, it's disgusting, Jim. I was just kidding, team. Beautiful dinner tonight. All the Japanese restaurants are closed and I love my Jap food. And yeah, that dinner was beauty. Solid 8.5 out of 10.
I tell you what, Izzy, I'm not missing takeaways, but I do miss me a bit of Japanese after going there last year. You love your Japanese too?
Oh, I love my Japanese. We actually had karaage chicken 2 weeks ago, and I think you had my famous teriyaki chicken. We got Japanese all go in this house, Kirsty.
Well, Izzy, you've caught up with Tony Brown during isolation, the man who now rocks the cheese cutter. He's known for it, and he's, I don't know, is it cool?
Oh, I think it's cool. I think it brings out the bit of a jawline that old TB's running. He's in a pretty good nick. He's been doing a lot of running, so yeah, I wouldn't be able to pull it off. It's a bit of a koro thing, isn't it? Where'd that come from?
When we played the Hurricanes in the final, can't even remember, 2015 Super Rugby final. So it was the day of the game. I went down to Barker's and I was just looking through and I tried on the old cheese cutter. Oh, that looks all right. And we obviously won the game and then from then on, when we got back to the hotel, I just donned the cheese cutter and then obviously celebrated for a number of days, and then it became a bit of a lucky charm. So whenever I thought we needed a bit of luck for the next performance, I'd put on the cheese cutter, and yeah, so that's where it came from.
There we go, mate. We all want to know where it come from, and now we know. Superstitious.
Yeah, so
let's talk about that moment, bro. How was that for you, being a Highlander man through and through, seeing the boys lift that trophy?
Here goes the siren. Smith's going to bang it into touch.
Yeah, it was pretty unreal, you know, because we just went on a bit of a roll there. We had a tough quarterfinal at home against the Chiefs.
Smith fires it away. Sorpawanga kicks out to the wing and Osborne. Oh, what a start for the Highlanders.
And then we went over to Sydney, where I don't think too many people thought we were going to win.
Picked up by Palu. Oh, intercepted by Smith like a thief in the night. Oh!
We played a style of game that they couldn't handle, and it sort of, you know, that blew them away, and we won. I think we scored like 5 tries to 1 or 2 or something, and we created a massive amount of confidence from that performance. And then obviously going to Wellington, I think it was a bit the same. No one expected us to knock over the Hurricanes, but we had an amazing week leading up to that. And led by the leaders, really, like Ben Smith and Aaron Smith and all those boys. Just created this massive amount of confidence.
Now he gets it away. Dixon in a bit of space. Elliot Dixon still going. Close. Oh, wow. I think he got it down. How strong is he?
And we went into that battle with just no fear, you know, and it was pretty awesome to see the boys get across the line, and then obviously, it was a pretty good fun after that.
Okay, well, I'm sure that when rugby is back up and running, it's being together that everyone wants to be, right? The Black Fern Sevens girls and Michaela Blythe, who do you think is the funniest on their side?
We got a few. Honestly, we got a few. Like G Fizz, Gail, she's unreal funny. Like, she just busts out moves no matter what song it is. She cracks the funniest jokes.
Hey there, Black Fern Sevens player Gail Broaden.
Are you tired of your grass looking so patchy, so out of age, so not green? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, with my 3 easy steps, you'll have your grass looking spick and span. Step 1. If you're like me and don't own a lawnmower, I've got the next best thing. Step 2. Just like athletes, grass need hydration as well. Third and final step, we wait. Does anyone know how to spell eel? Oh, I see how it is. Oh, that's nice. Isolation Nation. Wow, it's very clever of you. Bananagram. Guys want to play a game? And well, whānau, if you follow my 3 easy steps today, you'll have your grass looking just like mine.
And then Ruby, as you would know, she's a classic. Like, she can pull out a pun any day of the week.
I really screwed that last one up. So I had to go get a saw and sort it out. DIY projects, guys, they're out the gate.
I'll have to mention Niall Williams because every time I mention Ruby, I have to mention Niall. So she's pretty funny as well.
Izzy, it's back. Izzy's lockdown Olympics. We've had a week off and we're bringing it right back. Caleb Clark, he's up next, young, keen, enthusiastic. How do you reckon he'll go?
Oh, you know, I think my record's too hard to beat, and being a young kid, he'll come close, but so close, so far, young fella.
2, 1.
Yeah, that's it. Woo! A minute 16, Caleb, not bad, mate. I commend you for your efforts. You know, you got the most improved out there, the best award when you're playing junior rugby. So well done, son. But so close, so far. Minute 14, come see me. Everyone's questioning me finishing the Weeklix. I finished it. Don't come at me.
Hey, it's Blues and England midfielder Joe Marchant, and you're watching Isolation Nation.
Bayani gets it to Marchant. Marchant will march through and he will get his first try for the Blues.
First of all, who are you isolating? Who are you here in New Zealand with?
So I'm here with my partner Abby. She came over with me for the big move. She's actually just bought me a cup of tea here. Thank you very much. She's great. We moved over together, and she's been loving her time there.
What makes you tick? What sort of things are you into outside of rugby?
To be honest, a lot of films and TV and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm quite a lazy one when it comes to actually getting off the pitch. So I do like a bit of Harry Potter and stuff like that. You've obviously seen that. Obviously. Little things like that. I had a fair bit of merchandise at home, which I've tried to get rid of a fair bit of it, but it's all good. Like little cups and stuff with Harry Potter on it, and just little things like that.
So you're a Harry Potter fiend.
Yeah, I'd say I was quite a big fan. Yeah, we actually went. I like a bit of Lord of the Rings as well. We made sure we took a trip to Hobbiton, so we went there, and I got a hat with Lord of the Rings written on it, and I went to the toilet and I quickly bought it whilst we were in the shop, and then I wore it for the whole day.
Just going back to Harry Potter quickly, what house would you be?
Oh, it'd have to be a Gryffindor. I mean, I did one of the tests and it said I'd be a Ravenclaw, but I just can't see it. I can see myself, in Gryffindor House.
Give us your top 5 movies of all time.
Probably first one, Notting Hill. Have you seen Notting Hill? Forrest Gump, great film. Soundtrack's amazing with that as well. Obviously, love the Harry Potters. Probably some of my Disney films, which I love, like Tarzan. Again, great soundtrack. Maybe Aladdin or Lion King, other ones, yeah.
Do you guys quite like to travel?
Yeah, we liked it. When we came here, we were like, we're just going to try and see as much of like New Zealand as we could. So like on days off, and we went over to like the Coromandel. We went up up north a little bit to see some beaches. When we got the week off, we went down to Queenstown, and we were there for like a week, which is amazing. And New Zealand, like, I think it's just so much you can see. And we were just obviously gutted with this whole pandemic and locking everything down. Because I mean, we've got time now, which we could have been like, right, we could have just travelled around, seen places, but just sadly, yeah, we're stuck to the flat.
This is a bit random, but I read it somewhere. Is it true that you're a black belt in karate?
Yeah, no, I did that when I was younger. I stopped it when I was like, I think I stopped when I was like 15. Yeah, so I just did it I did loads of like sports and stuff just to, just because I just was one of those kids, just that wanted to do everything. So I did that, and got my black belt when I was like 15, and then I stopped it and focused on rugby.
Just pedal fitter, and Marchant is going to waltz in. Brilliant score from the Blues.
Were you looking forward to playing with Bowden Barrett?
Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah, we only got to train together a couple of times. It's just been great with all the boys, to be honest. I've been at Quins for six years, and it's like the only like professional team I've been with. So leaving where you know everyone, like you go in every day and you know every face, and then coming into a brand new setup where you know no one. The only person I've met before was Harry Plummer, because he came over to England for a little before, but that was he only came for a week. So going into a whole new environment with people we haven't met is it's pretty daunting thing. But all the boys were great, and they made me feel welcome.
Thank you so much, Joe. All the best with the rest of isolation. I hope you actually get back on the field and are able to play some more games for the Blues this year.
Oh, thanks so much. I hope so too. Yeah, it's been such an amazing experience. Obviously, loved it. So hopefully get a few more.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Smith here, and to keep your skills up in the isolation, I like to use a recoil ball. But if you've just got a normal rugby ball, get a partner. And I like to use the Swiss ball, but you can just use the seat as well. So at the start off, sitting, so we can't use our lower body, and we just want to practice our rotation, hands to the target. And then for a passing one as well, working on our groin stability. Holding here, same thing. And if you want to get real expert on it, go onto our knees, feel it around. There you go. Hopefully that keeps your passing sharp in the isolation.
So, Smith goes, McKenzie!
I'm former Crusader Andrew Mertens, and get ready for a flashback on Isolation Nation.
Mr. Mertens.
It makes me feel old, thank you.
1996, Super Rugby, the very start. Take us back. What was it like?
I was media officer for the Crusaders, so I'd busted my knee up on the All Black tour at the end of '95 and was in the squad, but was unlikely to be able to play any games as I was recovering from this knee injury. So I got appointed as media liaison, and most of the guys on the team still had a job. So they were working during the day, training at night and training in the morning, like at 6 a.m. And so for about the first 3 days, I turned up as the enthusiastic media manager at 6 a.m. And after 3 days, I was like, what's the media manager doing at 6 a.m? Got no reporters, no journalists coming along to this weights training session. What am I doing? So pretty much flagged it after that.
What are your best memories at the Crusaders? What are the best moments?
Oh, I think a lot of those moments, like when we're on defence and then the crowd getting in behind, we got an amazing amount of support. Great bunch of guys, good characters. We had guys coming in from all over New Zealand who may not have looked like they fit the typical Christchurch mould. You know, guys like Norm Berryman, Norm Maxwell coming down from Northland, and they came down and were able to be themselves and bring out their own best on the field and add massively to our culture. And we became a bit of a melting pot, which is surprising for Christchurch.
McDonald moving it on to Norm Maxwell, Storm Norman inside the 22.
That's a very interesting combination, isn't it? Northlanders coming to Christchurch, like the two completely different ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah, well, Norm Maxwell turned up, and I think in the first week when he arrived in Christchurch, I said, come round and have a feed. And I said, oh, what have you been eating for the first few days here? He said, oh, chicken. I said, oh, yeah, what have you been doing? He said, oh, roasting it. I said, okay, so you roast your chicken, have a few veggies, chuck it on the plate. He goes, no, just eat it out of the roasting dish. Put no veggies in with it. He'd just have a roast chicken every night and just pick away at it straight out of this. Probably just put it up on the oven and just smacked away at it there. So, but he was awesome, enjoyed himself, was a crucial part of our group, and in that final against the Blues in the first year in '98, the first year we won it, played a massive role, scored a try, got his big legs going.
And here's a chance as Maxwell throws it. Maxwell, the long legs of Norm Maxwell.
And what about Norm Berryman? You must have some good stories about him.
Yeah, well, he's awesome. I mean, we lost Normie 4 years ago now, and he, just had this massive smile. Always enjoyed his footy. Just enjoyed being around the boys. I'd played golf, a lot with him during the week. I managed to convince Wayne Smith by that stage that as a goal kicker, it was very, very similar to golf, and that having a rhythm and having timing, it was important that I played more golf. So he'd often go around while we're on tour on a Saturday morning before the game and be saying to the boys, you prepared well, you trained well, you're feeling good. Mertz, have you played enough golf this week? And the boys thought he was taking the mickey. But so I played golf with Normie, and he, in one of our moments, I think in '99, where we'd gone to South Africa, we really needed wins even to make the playoffs. And we'd had a loss down in Cape Town. We had a big kind of a powwow that night, couple of beers, not a massive night, but just all got together to say, look, what's going on here? And Norm made a very impassioned, he wasn't given to speeches, but he made a very impassioned sort of a speech to the boys about just sort of looking one another in the eye and being a bit more honest about things and helping one another out. And it was a pivotal moment of our season. We went on to win up in Pretoria the next week and went on to win our second title. So, Normie was a huge part of that.
This will be the opening try.
I don't know if you've ever seen this one before. It barely ever gets played.
Now, can he get it up high enough? It's there. He's turned around. He threw his hands in the air, and Andrew Mertens may have snatched victory for his team.
Now, from this one, I wanted to run the ball because I wasn't really good at drop kicks. I'd had a bad experience in '95 in the World Cup, of course, and I wanted to run the ball. And Marshy threw it to where I should have been for a drop goal, and somehow I've managed to snap it over. Now, here's Normie B. First one there. He was grinning, that massive grin. I couldn't work out whether he was enjoying more the drop kick and the fact we've won, or the fact I'd pulled the birds at the crowd. I don't even know if he watched the drop kick. I think he just saw me give the crowd a bit of a go and was loving it.
Where did that come from, the bird, pulling that out?
I don't know. I just remember not feeling nasty or anything about it, just feeling exuberant. I don't know. I think it was 4 years of pent-up frustration after missing a lot of drop goals in '95 in the World Cup. Youthful naivety, I think it was, Kirsty. I was, only 26 at the time, so maybe a bit of leniency for being a bit of a young idiot.
Almost the same age as me, Mertz.
I'll go now. Pretoria people were pretty good about it, to be honest. We were travelling the next morning, so we didn't really go out, but I nipped out briefly just to canvass opinion on the streets and see what they thought of that and sort of apologise. And by and large, they were all really, really positive. They had a laugh about it, all the Northern Transvaal supporters. And I think they were almost kind of proud of me because I don't think it was often they felt that I had any sort of spine on the field. So I got more of a positive reaction over there than I anticipated.
Such a character, old Mertz. You can't go past him. If you want some entertainment in your life, he's the perfect person to isolate with, I say.
Mate, he's got some chat on him. I'd love to just sit in a room and have a cold one with him and just get the stories from the old fella.
You've had a famous moment in South Africa as well. What happened? Because I hear you got in a bit of trouble.
Well, 2010, Soweto, we played South Africa. Martin only made the break, put a young Dag away in the corner.
Now man on him.
He's got Dag.
Israel Dag.
Before I put the ball down, I was celebrating to the crowd and just chahooing, and I was about this far away from the dead ball line, and Steve Hansen actually came up to me and ripped my head off and said I was an idiot, don't ever do that again. And funny story, when he walked off, I said, I just won the game. And then Corey Jane gets up and starts going, he just said he won the game. And I was like, oh no. But anyway, that's the story. Never
but you did win the
celebrate.
game and you got it down. So what's the big deal?
Rest is history. What a try, what a moment. Young Dag, that put him on the map.
Amazing work as always, Israel Dag, and thank you so much once again for watching this program. Investec Super Rugby Isolation Nation. We are getting through this, family. Stay in there, stay safe, stay sane. We will see you all Sunday after the golf clubs have come out. As in, time.
See ya.
Hey guys, I'm Will Jordan, and that was Isolation Nation.